Hello, just getting sorted there we were. Having a little vape and a coffee, obviously. Like a vape. "9:49 at night and we just got in from playing BALL in the garden. No, I've had friends down at the weekend and we got chatting because my friend Steve said, it's lovely to see you so settled, organised, things like that. He said to see new carpets, a new kitchen, new bathroom, whatever, is, he said it's beautiful. He said what you've done with the place is lovely. And that's really nice. And we had a laugh, we got chatting. Both of us come from ordinary families with no money. And I said to him, do you remember, I said, there must have been a time when you had your first or second or third place or whatever, that you bought a cheap pair of curtains and it didn't matter whether they was open or closed, they let the same amount of light in. And he laughed. And I said, do you remember buying the bendy knives and forks? They were so thin, you know, from like Woolworths years ago. 49p for 12 knives and forks, and we thought they was going to be any bloody good. And we had a laugh about it, really. And Steve was homeless for a little while with his son. His son was only a little boy, I think 5 or 6. So he was housed in a woman's refuge centre because that's all they had going. And he said how things turn out. He said they was absolutely destitute, no money, nowhere to live, nothing, and he didn't know what to do, but he had his boy to take care of. So, you know, he applied for jobs and all the rest of it, and on day 2 of being in the women's refuge centre, he got a flat. He got a flat offered him, and on the same day, he got a phone call to say you got the job, full-time job, working in a car plant, a car factory in the UK. Hello. This is my old camera, my new camera, the battery just died and I wasn't finished with this video, so I'm now making this video. I'll have to sit closer. This old camera, obviously it's got an internal mic, so I can't use my external mic. So you will have noticed a drop in volume. Turn your speakers up, you deaf bastards. Right, so I was on about my mate Steve. I don't know what the camera heard just before it clicked off. It gave me 2 minutes worth of, or 2 seconds worth of notice. So Steve was homeless, he got a woman's refuge centre place. And on the the second day that they were there, he got a job and a flat. Moved into his flat and he had nothing, nothing at all. And, you know, eventually you get stuff from charity shops, cheers. And things like that. And eventually you build a home. When I was in my last place, because I moved from a bungalow to a bungalow, then I moved from that bungalow to this bungalow, 3 bungalows. So when I moved into the second bungalow, I had nothing in the way of furniture, no bed, no fridge or freezer or washing machine, nothing. But luckily the landlord had left 2 reclining leather chairs, so I slept in these chairs, you know, but it worked, whatever. And eventually I went to charity shops and all the rest of it. 2 or 3 months later you're done. Same as moving here, I didn't have a lot of stuff, and then, you know, 8-10 weeks it was all done, you know, there was no problem with it. But I told Steve a little story which I'm going to tell you. Years and years ago, when I was a kid, well, very young, I bought a mobile home and it was rubbish. It was very, very cheap and it was rubbish. And I had nothing. Literally I had nothing. And it was bitterly cold. I moved in April, right, but it was so cold in this April, God knows what year it was, many years ago, but it was so cold. I slept on the floor because I had no bed, no nothing, and in the morning my breath obviously there was a glass cupboard in the kitchen, my breath had got in there and there was ice on the glass cupboard. That's how bad it was, and it was awful. And I managed to get a few quid up together, and I bought a little bit of crappy furniture just every now and then. But a couple of weeks later, it was about 9 o'clock at night, and I ran out of Rizzlers. So I walked up the garage to get some Rizzlers, and it was raining, only drizzle, but it was raining. And I wasn't feeling great, and you know, my bloody cold place, and there was nothing in it, you know, whatever. So I plod up there. And just outside the garage is a homeless guy with a blanket pulled over his head, getting wet. You know, and I thought, bloody hell. You know, I've got no money to give him. I got like 10 pence on me for some Rizzlers. But I couldn't stop thinking about him as I walked back home. And I thought, I am so blessed and so grateful. I've got a roof over my head and I'm safe. Nobody's going to turf me out. You know, so many people have it so much worse than you, don't they? No matter what you go through, so many people have it so much worse than you. So it got me thinking about something that I say quite often, which is I'm very blessed and very grateful, and I am. You know, ages ago I said about doing my best moments when I go to bed every night, and I still do this, my best moment of the day. I lay there and I think, right, what was my best moment of the day? And I get 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 best moments of the day. You can also do that with blessed and grateful. You can lay in bed or not, you just sit there, do whatever you want to do, you know, and just think, what am I blessed with in life? And what am I grateful for in life? And no matter what you think life has thrown your way and all the rest of it, there are things to be blessed for and to be grateful for as well. You know, you can be blessed with, you know, whatever, a lovely family, good friends, you know, things like that. What are you grateful for? You know, I'm grateful for when a bout of depression leaves me. This camera's going to die. Oh no, sorry, I thought the camera was going to die. It's Bodie eating his food. Yeah, I'm grateful for the ability to be able to earn a good living in my work. I'm very blessed to live in a very quiet, peaceful place. And I'm very grateful to have got this place. See what I mean? So you can look at all the stuff that you're blessed for and all the stuff that you're grateful for, and it puts things into perspective sometimes. You know, if you feel a bit down, think, oh, I ain't got a lot in life, or what, you know, what have I done with my life or whatever, just look at your life. What are you blessed and what are you grateful for? And you could write a list or whatever, or just think it through in your head, and it's actually a never-ending list if you really think it through, you know. And I'm blessed and I'm grateful for everybody out there. The last video I made was, obviously I was talking about depression as well as the bloody old TV licence goons. Thank you very much for all your comments, and also for 4 personal messages come through. That is something that I do feel, obviously I'm very grateful that anybody is concerned enough or interested enough to contact me, whether it be a comment or a message or whatever. And I'm very blessed. I feel very blessed and very grateful that I've got nice people out there on this channel that do care. And I care deeply about people, and I think you should know that by now, really. But in turn, I also get that back, so thank you very much indeed. I am blessed and I am grateful to know you all, so thank you. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you that little story, really. When you think life couldn't get much worse, you go for a walk up the garage in the rain and there's a poor homeless person there. What have I got to moan about? Nothing. Nothing at all. I walked back, I got back to my little caravan, and I felt warm. I felt rich, empowered. I thought I've got a roof and I'm safe. Yeah, okay, it's cold, I ain't got any furniture. Things will come. Sticks of furniture found their way to me, and I made it into a home. So there you go, blessed and grateful. Thank you for listening, take care. Sorry about the change of cameras, but you know, whatever. While it was fresh in my head, I make these videos to empty my head, as I've always said. If I don't continue with it tonight, I would have forgotten really where I was going with it. So thank you for listening and sticking by me and all the rest of it. I'll be back with a louder video because my battery's on charge now, but I'll be back sometime soonish. Take care, be well. Ta-da!